After 30 years, she returned as a doctor. Have you ever met a teacher who gave everything to his students? My father was that kind of man. He never wanted to be a principal or vice principal. All he wanted was to stand in front of children, chalk in hand, and teach. Even after retiring, he often opened his old photo albums, telling us stories about his students from decades ago. He remembered them all. The mischievous boy who begged him for snacks. The bright girl named Yu Jin, who dreamed of becoming a doctor to care for her sick mother. But one day, after a morning walk, my father collapsed. The diagnosis: late-stage lung cancer. We brought him home and cared for him as best we could. Sometimes, former students came to visit, and for a while, his eyes lit up with joy. As his condition worsened, a young female doctor began visiting our home. She treated him with extraordinary devotion, even doing things we, his children, could not bear. Once, when his throat was blocked with phlegm, and he could hardly breathe, she asked for a straw. To our shock, she placed one end in his throat, and the other in her mouth, and drew the phlegm out herself. The odor was unbearable, yet she did not flinch, and for the first time in weeks father smiled in relief. A few months later, he passed away. After the funeral, I went to the hospital to thank her. But they told me, "We never sent any doctor to your home." I left confused, unable to even recall her name. Then, not long after, a letter arrived from abroad. It was addressed to my late father. It began, "Teacher, this is Yu Jin, the girl you once helped. I became a doctor, just like I promised. When I heard you were ill, I came to see you. You couldn't speak, but when you held my hand, I knew you recognized me. You once told me, Yu Jin will heal not only bodies, but hearts as well. I'm keeping that promise now, working in a remote village in Africa. I love you, teacher." I took that letter to my father's grave, and gently placed it there. And in that moment, I understood. A teacher's love never fades, because it lives on in the lives they've touched, rippling outward farther than they could ever imagine.